Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Separate babies.
Good morning, everybody. If you can't tell, my special guest and I are already chit-chatting like crazy. Sheila Brown is with us this morning, and we love Sheila.
It's always a pleasure to be
From
here.
WUFO, of course. When she comes to be with us, we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
We were starting by talking about kids, and
Yes.
because you had 3 of your own, and she was asking about the
Three.
baby, and we were just going on and on. Oh my God, I could talk to you all
And
day.
you know, I tell you, I just can't believe that the baby's already about to be a year.
He just turned a year. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
I mean, amazing.
I know.
Amazing. That year flew.
It
But
flies.
how
You know what they
stinking
always
cute is
how they say
he?
the days so cute. How the days are long but the years are short. I've never experienced it more in my life than being a parent.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Because the days are long. You're going through, especially when they're really little, and it's the bottles and it's the this and it's that, and, you know, and you're tired.
You're tired. It's like, give me some sleep.
You know, and my husband and I are, well, we're on the older side.
Yeah.
And he does say, he goes, I wonder if this would have been easier if we were younger. I'm like, I don't think so.
I don't
was
think
like,
so,
I think
no.
it is what it is.
Because you know what? I didn't have my first two. I was 30. And then I had the twins at 34.
Mhm.
So, nah.
I said to Paul, too, this keeps us young.
It keeps you young.
Keeps us young.
Keeps you young.
So that, I mean, we just have such a blast.
I
Anyways,
love that.
not to be chit-chatting too much about my own personal life. Glad to have everybody with us here for Second Cup. So we have Sheila with us. And I didn't even get to talk to you too much before the show because we jumped into other things. But I was on your website.
Yes.
Because, okay, March Women's History Month, or a month that we
that.
really celebrate women.
Yes.
And you and I, we talk about this all the time. A, being women in business. B, being women in the media.
That's right.
We kind of have these conversations because you've had a lot of firsts in your career as a
A
woman.
lot of firsts.
And-
lot of firsts.
And that's not easy. It wasn't easy for you.
No, it was not.
Mhm.
You know, when I first got into the industry at that time, I think it was only like 3 women owners in the country.
Of stations in the
Yes,
country.
In the country,
Mhm.
right? So when I first started in the industry, I was 21.
Yeah.
Commission only sales and knocking on everybody's door to be able to get in, to get on the air.
Mhm.
And then I just rose into my career, general manager, sales manager, all the good stuff.
Yep.
Until I purchased the company. Then once I purchased it, now still only 5 women across the country owns radio stations
To this day.
to this day.
5 women across the
5.
country. It generally has been, if you look, especially in ownership too, I do think there's a male-dominated business.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now we have a lot of companies too who own
And that's what
stations.
it is. They kind of, it used to be deregulation. We used to
Uh-huh.
only own 2 stations across the country.
Mhm.
Now you can own as many as your wallet can let you buy.
Mhm.
So that right there, across the country, everything is sounding the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So things are a little bit different these days.
Yeah.
But so you're taking part, and so Sheila has this great website, and I was kind of scrolling through it.
Right.
And this is what caught my eye.
Yes.
This event is called Strong Women Lift Other Women Up.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it is so important as women to support one another.
It really is. You
So
know,
tell me a little bit about this conference. This sounds so interesting to me.
it really is. So it's going to take place in Atlanta.
Mhm.
I did it last year here in Buffalo at Batavia Downs,
Mhm.
which was a blast.
Okay.
And so now we're going to Atlanta. We have a panel of 5 different women who is in amazing careers of their own. We have bankers, we have politicians, I have entrepreneurs that's going to be on there, and just really encouraging the women that's in there. Because I believe if you hit a certain plateau, you have to look back and help some other, whatever mistakes we made.
Absolutely.
Right?
Mhm.
Like our parents try to tell us when they have kids, hey, don't do this because I already experienced that with you. So same thing when you're
Yeah.
in business.
Yes.
We have to go back and get it.
Yes.
And as a strong women in our career as itself, we have to go back and help the others.
So I'm wondering too, if I know there are women who are with us right now because I see all of you chiming in.
Yeah.
In your careers, couples who are joining us this morning, did you ever face difficulties because you were a woman, or what has changed in your career for women, or in your field, let's say, for women?
Yeah.
Now you, I'm sure, face difficulties in your career.
God, so many times, so many times I would be the only woman at the table.
In the room.
In
at
the
Mhm.
room, right? But I have to say, I never, even though I would be the only woman in the room, never really a disrespect from the man.
Wonderful.
I think what it is I've been in a career so long. So when we speak, they know I know enough knowledge, just
Mhm.
like they do. And I think they give you the respect that you do when they see that. So
Mhm.
yeah, hasn't been that bad. But you know what the big thing is advertisers, ad agencies. When a man get on versus a woman, it's a difference.
Mm.
Difference still to
Mhm.
this day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. So I'm going to pull up Lauren's comment here because it kind of speaks to the event you're having. She says, it's sad how many women don't support one another. And we do see that sometimes.
We do see that.
I think conversations like these are important because it changes that script a little bit.
Yeah.
See, and Rachel says similar. I'll never understand why so many women seem to want to tear other women down. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so important to support.
Support. And
Okay.
that's Trey.
Heather says, in athletics, women are being more respected in top leadership roles in the
Yep.
past 10 years. Prior to that, women were not as respected.
That's right. They were
Mhm.
not, and you figure in athletics now with basketball, we're
Yes.
running to watch the women play
Yes.
basketball, right?
Mhm.
Versus the men.
Yep.
Because they are so dominant on the court and it is
Mhm.
amazing. And then what we just happen to have in the Olympics, that was just amazing
I
for
know.
the women to bring that back.
I know. And then one of them was local.
Yes,
Hanesboro. So
Mhm.
good. I was texting with her the other day. I said, from one Getsville girl to another.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
That's the area I grew up in.
Oh, I love that.
But now Megan brings up an important point too. The pay disparity still
Still,
that exists between men and women.
it's still happening right now.
It is. I do think something that's probably helping is the salary transparency with jobs that are posted these days.
Yeah.
Because we didn't used to see that. And now they
That's
give you
right.
a range, right?
Yeah,
So
they do.
at least you have a concept when you're going into these kinds of things.
Yeah, to kind of know where you should really be fitting at in that rate scale.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, unless someone's talking, you're never going to know what the man next to you is making or what the
Right.
woman next to you is making. But
There
that
you
being
go.
said, at least you've got a little bit of a concept there.
Yeah.
Peter's saying he really enjoys seeing female officials in the NFL. And I love seeing them on the
Oh,
sidelines.
I
Women-
love to see them on the sidelines. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you too, I went to an all-girls high school.
Mhm.
So for me, one thing I noticed in college, and I kind of remember people talking about this, that girls would almost hesitate to speak up if there was a room full of people, just because they were like maybe a little more shy. Maybe.
Yeah.
So I never experienced. You're gonna be shocked to hear. I never experienced that because when I was in high school, it was all women. So when I got to college,
Yeah.
I had no problems.
That's it.
It didn't faze me that there were.
It worked in your favor.
And I think
Yes.
too, it's the high school age that boys can be a little more boisterous. They're
Yeah.
just bigger sometimes.
Mhm.
And I mean like personality wise. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you see that. Listen, not every person is exactly the same. You're going to see different things.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes, they tend to be a little bit louder, a little bit bigger. And
I
maybe
agree.
so I do remember, talking about this. We had a psychology class in college, and I remember us talking about this and me thinking that was a plus for me coming from an all-girls school because I just didn't have that barrier, but I
Mhm.
could absolutely see how it would exist.
Yep.
And that
Yeah.
is really interesting to me.
No, I'm telling you, it is. And you just think about, I think it was 1972 is when the women movement happened,
Mhm.
where they said no more just behind typewriters.
Right.
Because they couldn't vote.
Right.
They couldn't even get a credit card.
Yep.
Their husband had to sign for them. So I think of all those ancestors that went before us, where you and I can do what we're doing today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan says, I worked in the food service industry for years, specifically kitchens. For years, I was the only woman in my kitchen in my last job. I worked circles around the men.
Love that, Ryan.
Yet I made less money, she
Oh,
said.
see?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Heather says, when women are offered jobs, they typically take the salary offered, where men typically counter and ask for more. Women need to counter and ask for more.
That's a good point.
And that's actually probably something
Yeah.
that would be very interesting to talk to you about, Sheila, because you've done a lot of hiring over the
Yeah,
years.
a lot of hiring. Yeah.
So let's say you do have someone who comes in and you've got this salary posted. What would you recommend to somebody who's maybe a woman?
Yeah.
Since we're talking Women's History Month, what would you recommend to a woman going into that kind of position? And how have you seen differences of women and men over the years?
I have. Now when we hire, I see women now asking if we say, hey, is this amount for the rate? They'll say, well, is it any wiggle room? Could I might have this? I was thinking that so then I say, well, what make you think that your rate should be that? So then I want to hear more of their experience, and then maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle.
Love that.
But I think women have to speak up, because once you do, because as an owner, we're trying to save every penny we can.
Of course,
right?
Right, that makes sense.
Right. So if someone counteracts us, then we're going to say, okay, well, tell me why you think we should.
Yes.
So I think women really should counteract it. I tell my daughter that all the time. I'm like, if you go for a job, if it's this pay, ask for this, but you got to be qualified and know what you're going to say and what you're going to bring to the table for their bottom line.
Absolutely. If you're going to bring it up, be ready to back it up.
There you go. There you go.
I love that though. And that's great advice, I think too, because sometimes especially those situations are high pressure.
They're high pressure and you want the job. So you don't want to say anything that's going to stop you from them saying, oh, I have another candidate I'm looking at. So you got to say it in a way where you know, if you're asking for more, I'm going to bring something different to your company that you don't have right now.
Lauren says, exactly. Barb says, in the early 70s, high school and career talk, I was discouraged from going to Cornell to take animal husbandry. Because she was a female. And another career she tried to get into, encouraged to be a nurse or a secretary. I hear that, you heard that a lot.
You heard that a lot, right?
Yes.
It was like, you're going to be, now lately it's lawyers, it's doctors, it's all of that, but it was always a nurse.
It's nice to see women in those STEM fields.
It is, isn't it? Oh my God. It's so funny. So every Tuesday, we try to interview some women, right?
Okay.
But someone that someone doesn't know.
Okay.
That might be working at the sewer authority.
Oh, yeah,
somebody,
sure.
Right? So a girl came into the station. She had her eyelashes on, her nails was done. She looked fabulous, right? But she was working for the electric company. So she had all her electric gear on.
Yeah.
And I said, Sally, I have to interview you. She's like, no, I've never been on radio. I don't know what to do. I said, but you look so fabulous.
Yeah.
You could tell the feminine in you, but you have on all your electric gear.
Love it.
And so we're interviewing her next week.
Oh, okay. So tell us when we can listen to that.
So next Tuesday, WFO from 5 to 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be interviewing her, figuring out how she got in that field.
Love that.
And she knew exactly what she was doing. It's not like she needed to call and fumble. She went to the truck and whatever we needed done, she had it done.
Oh,
yeah.
Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was really excited to see, this, and it does, you're right. The strong women lift other women up. I love that idea.
Yeah.
And it's really, that's a great concept and a great conference.
It is.
And when you come in next time, I'll be really interested.
Oh yeah, to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael, just remember, ladies, behind every great man, there's a woman. Correct. No. Just ask my husband.
I was just going to say, Kenny, did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's so funny. Oops, I keep clicking out of stuff. I do also want to let people, you might have seen me check my phone really quickly because we are just getting, there's no new information right now, but we did have a deadly shooting overnight in Buffalo.
I seen that this morning.
Yeah, so it was on Minnesota, close to Bailey. And I just do want to just pass on the information. We are expecting to hear from the interim police commissioner at 10:30 this morning. And I was just checking, we sent a photographer to the scene. So she was kind of checking things out to see what was going on there. But police were called. They say it was a mental health call initially. And then there was a man who was holding 3 people with a knife.
That's something.
Yeah. So
scary.
Police ended up shooting this man. He ended up dying. So we're going to get more information throughout the morning.
Okay.
10:30 is the expected press conference. And of course, we're going to be streaming that for you on WKBW.com. So we'll have all the latest information. But that's why every now and then, you see, you pick this up and just make sure,
And technology now, it allows you to look at all the devices, see what's going on, and we don't miss a minute.
Absolutely. So because our photographer's physically there right now. So that is good. It's good to know. Okay. So one thing, we'll kind of shift gears a little bit because one thing, you're sticking with us to chat, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So one thing that we did want to talk about a little bit was daylight saving time because this weekend we spring forward. So we lose our hour. Do you notice a difference? Like personally?
I notice a difference.
You do? Okay.
I do. And I'm like, I wish we could just stay like no up, no down.
Yeah.
Right. I like it when we could sleep in an hour. I love that part.
The fallback.
Yeah. But when we have to go forward, I notice the difference.
It's tricky.
And it's always when it's time for church. So it's like, it's always,
What time is church? Like 9 a.m.?
yeah, 9 a.m.
Uh-huh,
right?
uh-huh, yeah.
So then it's like, oh my God, it's 7. I got to get up now.
I gotta
So it's
get up.
always on that Sunday. But
Mhm.
then by the time that next Sunday come, I'm kind of settled in. But that first day, I really see a difference.
So this was something interesting that I saw, and our producer Jordan made this graphic, and I just wanted to show everybody. So if we didn't do daylight saving time,
Yeah.
Okay, so I think she has it in here. Jordan, do you have that in here somewhere? Maybe she's still pulling it up
Okay.
or getting it in. But it showed the different times that we would be able, like that we would be seeing, and like so. One thing, for example, is if we didn't change the clocks,
Yeah.
the sun would set the latest at 8 o'clock in the summer. And there are people that
Oh.
love that.
So
9
we
o'clock
love that.
sunset.
Yes, I
know.
love that 9
I know.
o'clock.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's like this.
Yeah, it's the give and take.
It is
Yeah,
the give
no,
and
you're
take.
right. Because after a day or two, your body has settled back in
I
to
agree.
that hour you
Mhm.
lost. So I think we could take it.
I'm one of the few people in the world who really like. I know people like the extra hour of sleep when they fall, but they're like, "Oh, it gets so dark so early." I love when it's dark
I
early
love it.
because I go to
do.
sleep
There
at like
you
8
go.
o'clock.
Yes, exactly.
So when it finally starts getting dark, I was saying earlier, if you were joining us, like the children will be out. It's like 7:30. They're playing. I'm like, shh,
I know.
quiet, kids
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. Some of us
Have
are
to
trying
sleep.
to sleep. 7:30. Like, okay, but I'm like one of the very few.
No, you're right. It's
Sherry
like,
says the
okay.
days get longer and she likes that. Connie says she wishes they would stop it. It's not really
Yeah.
saving anymore.
Mhm.
Julie says she doesn't really have an opinion. It is what it is. She's
Yeah.
used to it. Rachel says after all these years doing daylight saving time, you would think you'd be used to it.
I know.
Do you have pets?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
So I was going to say,
don't.
a lot of people say their pets have
Their
a
pets.
really hard time.
Yeah, that's what they
'Cause they're
say.
like,
Adjusting.
Feed me.
Yep. It's like I got another hour to feed you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'll tell
So
you,
no, you're right.
my dog knows
Oh, does
when
he?
it is 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He-
Yep.
Not a
Mhm.
barker, but
Yeah.
he'll start
He's
whining.
like, let's go.
and it
Where's
starts
my
happening at
boat?
like 4:45.
Oh,
And you're like, dude, 15 more
15
minutes.
more minutes.
Rachel says
Yeah.
she loves the longer days and when it gets dark early. Barb says your pets do not know about daylight saving time. They just know the exact times for your food. Exactly.
Ah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shirley says she loves the sun setting later. Yes.
Yeah, I do. I love the sun, especially if we're down at Canal Side or something. It's so pretty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Peter says, when I used to work in the hotel industry overnight, I look forward to springing ahead because I got to go home early. The falling
That's
behind
good.
was yummy. Yeah. And then, okay, here is this. Okay. So what would happen if we, oops, let me get rid of this comment. If we didn't change the clocks. Okay. So if we just stuck with, the one time. So saving time in midwinter,
Mhm.
the sun would rise at 8:44 a.m.
Oh gosh.
Right. So imagine all those kids at the bus
At
stop,
the
like-
bus stop, it's still dark. Yeah, no, that's too late.
and then you'd get a little bit of a later
Yeah.
sunset. But then in midsummer, the
Mhm.
sun would rise at 4:38 a.m.
Oh wow.
And it would start getting
Yeah.
lighter before then too, because
Yeah.
the sunrise is official, but
Yeah.
it's still a little later before. Then the sunset at 8.
Yeah.
So I
no.
think when we talk about like, would you or would you not like it, you have to,
Yeah, you
consider
gotta Look
this.
at this. Exactly.
because
Yeah.
really until I saw this,
Yep. See, I've never seen this before.
Isn't
Wow.
that crazy?
Yeah, this is crazy.
I
wow.
know. So that really
Wow.
had us talking this morning because it really does make you think
Yeah,
about it.
It does.
People are mentioning how they don't have it in Arizona, and they don't, right?
Don't,
Yes,
yeah.
I have a friend who's
Yeah.
there.
My cousin lives in Oro Valley and they don't have it.
Yes,
Yeah.
my friend is over
Yeah.
near there too.
Oh, yeah. See?
But it's
Mhm.
hard then because then sometimes you're like, what are we like an hour off or 2 hours off or 3? It like changes,
Yeah,
and
it
so then I'm
does.
like, what time is it?
Yeah,
there?
I
So I'm
know.
texting my
Yeah,
friend.
because it's like 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Natalie, are you up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Denise says her dog wants to play at 6 in the morning and then 8:30 at night. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And Noreen, I love this too. I'm retired. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, right. I love Noreen. Noreen, we all want to be you.
I know. That's what Ed says. He'd retire tomorrow. He's
Yes,
he's looking for his
exactly.
retirement.
He's
already.
looking.
Jeanette says we also have to consider the phases of the moon. It would totally screw up our calendar. There's a reason we have 29 days in
Ah.
February every 4 years. A lot of things would be affected over time.
That's a good point.
Luckily, this is beyond my pay grade and not
Yeah.
something not something that I will be the person to decide. So we'll
Yeah.
just roll with it.
Yeah, there you go.
What
I'm
else
like,
can
I'm
you do?
okay.
How messed up is my baby going to
Yeah.
be though this weekend?
Oh, I know.
Is that going to happen?
Yeah.
Did it happen to your kids?
No, they didn't really know.
Not too bad.
No,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So he'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sheila,
he'll be fine.
Now, can I
be
call
fine.
you at whatever
Yes,
time?
please do. Please do. Please do.
Oh
I'll
my
sing
God.
a lullaby to him on the phone.
Oh my God, I would
Yes.
so sweet. Okay, so we want to talk about that. Now, speaking of kids, and this is like a tough transition, but I do think it's important that we talk about this.
Yeah.
Because we got these new poll numbers and they honestly are kind of staggering.
Mm.
So I'm going to have Jamal, our producer, is going to pull up some of these poll numbers right now. So these are numbers that show just how people are dealing with food and the fact that a lot of people are struggling. So this is from No Kid Hungry, and it looks at
Okay.
the New York impact here.
Mhm.
So this is families. 77% say they're struggling financially.
Still.
And we were saying this morning in the morning show, families with children are struggling the most.
Wow.
84% of them say the cost of food is rising quicker than their income.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's another graphic, Jamal, if you
It's a
don't mind.
huge percentage.
It's a huge percentage.
Jesus.
And Jamal's going to pull this one up too, because it actually looks at Erie County. Okay. So
Okay.
this is a number of people who took on additional debt, whose financial
Wow.
health suffered. Then, of course, as your financial health suffers, your mental health suffers.
That's right.
And then let's talk about this too, because we've seen
Yeah.
changes with
Mhm.
different benefits, SNAP, you know, and then
that's
WIC at
right.
one point was,
Yes.
you know. Sheila, from your experience, I mean, you've been here for so long.
Mhm.
How important are programs like that to our community? What do you see in your day to day?
So important. So important. That's why 3 times a year we try to do the food drive. We try to do the can drive. Easter, right before our Easter egg hunt, we tried to do a drive where people can pick up baskets. And I'm telling you,
Mhm.
they are there.
Yeah.
So it is a need in our community for, and that's why people should always try to help the Food Bank of Western New York, any of these pantries. We got to help them.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have to help them. Sometime if we buy 2 cans, buy 2 more
Yeah.
just to give away.
So, and Kat from the food bank she's a
Mhm.
fantastic resource.
Isn't she? Oh, yeah.
She's the best.
Yeah, she
Speaking
really
of women
is.
who are doing amazing things in
Yeah,
our
she
community.
really. Oh my God.
She
Yeah.
really, and she's been on the
Mhm.
show before. So if you're watching,
Yeah.
you probably know who she is. You know, she has said she was here not long ago, maybe a month or so ago. And she told us so many families in our area are like one big experience, big expense away from needing assistance.
Needing assistance. You know what they said? Every family, if their income is not a certain, they're $200 from just being broke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because those emergency savings.
Those emergency savings. There you go.
So that's
Yeah.
so important to have, but it's
Mhm.
also, let's be real, these days so important, so hard to put aside.
It is.
Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of people who are living paycheck to pay. Everything
Yeah.
costs, not
Yeah.
everything, but well, gas was really cheap for a while, and now we're seeing gas prices go up too.
Mm-hmm.
So gas prices, food prices, the cost of rent sometimes.
The
is
cost of rent,
astronomical.
it really is. Yesterday, I was strolling on social media, and it had JOB, just over broke. And I'm like, oh my God, never looked at it like that. Right?
Seriously.
Yeah,
Where
right?
you live in paycheck to paycheck, and every penny is going
Mhm.
somewhere.
Every penny is going somewhere.
And then if every penny's going somewhere,
Yep.
where's that savings?
Where's that savings? Yeah.
Julie says, listen, I've been to my food pantry. I'm not ashamed, and I've given
Mm-hmm.
to others too. And I really think that is something so important to talk
It's
about.
important.
Mhm.
We have to help others, like how the conference Strong Women Lift Other Women
Yes,
Up, right?
yes,
I think it's the same thing for us as humanity. We have to help others.
yes.
You know, God really mandates us to do that, to help the poor, help the struggling, because it could be us. He showed us grace. Mhm.
That's what my grandma always used to. Not
Yeah.
like everybody's grandma didn't say something like this, but my
Yeah.
grandma used to go, "But for the grace of God."
For the grace of
for the
God.
grace of
I
God.
know, right?
Mhm.
And now, as they used to say that, we used to be like, okay. But now
Yep.
it makes sense to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mom too chiming in said they just got their highest gas. Well, they've been in that house. Gosh, I think we moved into that house when I was like 8, maybe.
Yeah.
They just got their highest gas bill ever in their
Yeah.
house.
In their house. I'm telling you, at the radio station, our gas bill the last 2 months was higher than ever. And we've been on Broadway now since 2013. So I don't know what's going on. Something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
And
high.
these are other things that you think about, like that when we talk about owning the business, like
Yeah.
it's those kind of things. It's about,
God.
we actually had
Yeah.
in the show today,
Mhm.
and I want to just pull it up because I don't want to, I can't remember if it was their, off the top of my head, I can't remember if it was their electric bill or their, it was, no, the Little Valley. Okay, their electric bill. So it was the Little Valley Volunteer fire company, I believe, and they told us their electric bill more than doubled. So we're talking, here's a volunteer organization.
Yep.
They're out in the community. They're the ones who are
Mhm.
responding. Okay.
Mhm.
So their electric bill more than doubled. Now it was more than $3,000.
See what I mean? How is a volunteer company going to pay that?
And that's exactly
Yeah.
what they were saying. I mean, that's the story
Yeah.
we were doing. Now they also said they're going to apply for a state grant and they're going to make some energy improvements.
Okay, good.
But also doing all of that is expensive.
It's expensive. It's
is.
expensive. Yeah.
So anyways, that's
Yeah.
really interesting. Oh,
No,
Kareem
it
also
is.
bringing up the water bills.
Water bills.
We know those are going up,
Yep,
right? Because we
they're
know there were
going up.
additional costs there. Yeah, Michael says, you're right. What is up with my electric bill?
Yeah.
His over $3,000. Oh my gosh, Michael.
Right.
Send me a
Exactly.
message.
Michael,
Was it
I
at a
know.
house? Oh no, you're saying over $3,000 maybe for that story that I just said. But
Oh,
that is
okay. Right.
that's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, and a lot of people are just saying it's just crazy. And Noreen had pulled that comment up. She just doesn't know how anyone can save in today's world.
Yeah.
It's
I
crazy.
know. It's crazy.
Just so you know, in
Yeah.
1 minute we have to pause, and then Aaron's
Okay.
going to do traffic and weather.
Beautiful.
But in the meantime, let me pull up Julie's comment because this was a nice one too. She says, "I have a lot of gratitude. You have to be grateful for what you do.
Mhm.
It's really important. It is.
It is. That's good, Julie. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shirley says electric bills rising. Where is that money going? So, we've talked to some of the electric companies. They are making improvements to the grid because we know so much more is going to need to be relied, like the grid's going to be relied upon for so much more.
Yep.
Now the federal government's kind of stepping in and doing something. So, it'll be interesting to see if that changes any of the
Yeah.
costs. But
Yeah.
No. Oh, look at Peter's already asking, can Sheila come back? So we're going to pause and let Aaron do traffic and then weather. You don't see traffic in Second Cup, though. You will see his weather forecast, though. So just stand by while he does traffic, and then we will have his weather forecast because we've got some nice temperatures.
Oh yeah, it is. I was looking earlier today. I said, "Oh my God!"
All right, good morning, everyone. We're taking a look right now at the 90 at William. It's foggy right there, and we have the fog across the area this morning. Things are moving smoothly. There are no accidents or disabled vehicles, but it's certainly a gray and gloomy start to your day. Look at these visibilities. Jamestown, Olean, and Wellsville, 0 right now. So you can hardly see a thing across the southern tier, especially along Interstate 86. Buffalo, about 3 miles, less than a mile in Niagara Falls. So add some extra time to get to where you're going this morning. As you'll notice, visibilities are greatly reduced. We have a lot of low cloud cover across the region this morning. We're going to be socked in with those clouds today. Tomorrow, we are tracking the potential for some thunderstorms. That's right. Slight chance for severe weather Saturday afternoon across just about all of Western New York. So the main threat with the storms later on Saturday would be strong, damaging winds. Right now, foggy and chilly to start your day. 32 degrees, winds out of the northeast at 6 miles per hour. 41 in Jamestown, 48 in Bradford, but 31 right now in Niagara Falls. So a wide range of temperatures again across the area. Fog this morning and then mostly cloudy this afternoon with highs near 50 degrees. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. A gray one today, some scattered showers and thunder showers overnight. And then tomorrow we'll see the storms roll through late Saturday afternoon, followed by some cooler air coming in for your Sunday as we start with clouds and with sunshine on Sunday. It'll be a windy one tomorrow as well. We'll see the winds kick up tonight, gusting near 30 miles per hour tomorrow morning, gusting around 40 to almost 50 miles per hour late on Saturday. Your forecast for today: morning fog, otherwise mostly cloudy with highs today near 50 degrees. For tonight, overnight lows in the upper 40s early, but temperatures will actually rise overnight with showers and thunder showers. Tomorrow, scattered storms, highs in the upper 60s. Sunday, morning clouds give way to sunshine, mid-40s. Low 60s on Monday with sunshine. Some rain late Tuesday, continuing into Wednesday. Cooler on Thursday.
Aaron, Monday looks nice.
Yes.
Yes. Monday.
Yes.
Aaron just goes, yes.
Yes.
Monday's the day. If you maybe aren't feeling so great, maybe
Yes.
Monday.
Stealing my idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron. No, Monday looks beautiful. And
Yeah.
no kidding. Connie says that map was a rainbow of colors. It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my goodness, we get a little bit of everything this weekend. I'm going to see, because I think we're going to get some thunderstorms. What will the baby think?
I
of
know.
thunder?
What a because it's gonna
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't know if the
yeah.
baby's, there was
I
thunder when
know.
he was really little, but
But he has an experience at his age now.
no. So I feel like that kind of blows your mind a little.
Mhm.
What is my dog
Yeah.
still is just like,
Yeah, right. Like what's going on?
they also have
I'm
one
ready.
shared enemy, and it is our robot vacuum.
Is it?
Both of them hate it. The dog has always hated it. Now the baby starts crying anytime it goes
my
on. It is Yesterday we couldn't figure out why the baby's crying, so
Yeah.
robot vacuum. And the dog is flipping. I'm just like, okay.
Oh, both of them.
Go back
they
home.
don't. Yeah. They don't like this.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love
Well,
that.
Sheila, it was a pleasure to have you. Lori
Oh,
says,
it's always
"You're
good.
such a positive energy.
Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for,
you for
yes.
inviting me always. I love coming here.
well, we
love
love having
catching
you.
up
Yes.
on what's going on.
And I'm looking forward to that Tuesday interview. If I don't
Yes.
catch it, if I'm doing something,
It'll
go
be online. Yeah,
Fantastic.
it'll be online.
Okay.
She is something fantastic. She said she grew up in Attica
Okay.
and came here to go to school to, I think, Genesee County or something, and end up staying here. But she grew up in an area where it was only 109 people.
Wow.
Is that amazing?
Yeah.
I can't wait to interview
Oh, she's
her.
going to be a good
She's
interview.
going to be a
I
good
love
one.
people. I
Mhm.
love people who've got those
Me too.
great
Yeah, she
stories.
got a good story. Yeah.
Fantastic. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. We will see you back here Monday morning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.